What is going on, you search and destroy savages? It's your boy Tupac, back again today, and you're already probably wondering, what the hell is on your screen? It's not Black Ops 3? Yes, my montage is finally out of the way, now I can get back to playing some Call of Duty. And I thought I'd go back and play another Call of Duty, some MW3. If you guys don't know, this developer MW3 is what's going to be bringing us our next Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare. And I have to say, I love this game. Now, as some of you guys would know, MW3 was actually my first Call of Duty, and it's what made me fall in love with COD. Well, it wasn't actually my first COD. MW2 was the first Call of Duty like I played at mates' houses, but this was the first COD I owned. This is what made me love Call of Duty. Like, this is what made me become the biggest COD nerd. Like, I fell in love with this game. Like, I played it for a little bit. I started off pretty damn average. Like, I'm happy to admit that. I had a 0.8 KD when I started this game, and I think my current KD on this game is like a 2. And by the way, I'm playing a little bit slow. Like, this Xbox 360 controller I picked up today, like, felt alien to me. Like, it felt like it shouldn't be in my hands. Like, it was so weird. It's what I used to always play on, but it felt so alien just because, like, the PlayStation 4 controller is so much different. Like, it was alien to me. So sorry I'm playing a little bit slower. Like, I just wasn't, like, used to what I was using. Like, I'm sure if I went back and played it a few days, like, I would get used to it. But as of now, this controller I'm using feels straight alien to me. Now, as most of you guys have probably already worked out, I'm not even playing Search and Destroy right now. Like, what? Search and Destroy channel and is not even playing Search? Must be a fake video. Nah, literally, you can't even find Search on these older Call of Duties. It's a bit annoying, but I'm not too fussed, to be honest. Mainly because this was my first Call of Duty, so I played a fair bit of TDM. Like, most noobs jump straight into the first playlist, so like most newbie players will be in TDM, and that's where I like started on Call of Duty, was TDM on MW3. Like, it wasn't until I started playing Search that I actually started to get good at the game, learning how not to die and learning off other good players. Search and Destroy, if you want to get better, is probably the best game mode to do that, in my opinion. Now, some of you guys might be wondering what I'm rocking on my class, and what my class is. Like, some of you guys wouldn't even know what this gun is. This is a G36C, like the most underrated gun in this game, like without a question of a doubt. Like, the MP7, the ACR, the PP90 are definitely the most popular guns, but in my opinion this is like easily one of the best guns in the game, and not a whole lot used. Now, what I'm running as my score streak is my favourite part about MW3. Without a doubt, the best part about MW3 for me is this specialist bonus. It gives me every perk in the game, every proficiency in the game, as soon as I have 7 kills. It turns you into a god soldier. Like, literally, you have like everything in the game after 7 kills. Like, look right here. C4 him, look on your mini-map at the top left there. I can see the red arrow exactly where he is. Like, recon was a perk in MW3 that if you like flashbang them, you shot them with the bullet, or like you hit them with like a C4, for example, it'll show up on the minimap as if they're like hit being a hater, as if there was a hater in the air, sorry. Like, this score streak right here is my favourite part about MW3. Now, I honestly don't understand why this isn't in every Call of Duty. Like, this was the best part, in my opinion, about MW3. They brought it back in Ghost and they straight ruined it. Like, they could get nothing right in Ghost. It had that many problems wrong with it. Like, if you guys enjoy me going back and playing other Call of Duties, I'll go back and play Ghost. Like, I will say I enjoyed it, but I could create a whole series on this channel on like the stuff that Ghost did wrong. Like, I could sit here and abuse Ghost for days, but that's for another video. Like, if you guys enjoy like other Call of Duties, like, I'll go back and play Ghost like once or twice, and like I could rant all day about how terrible like certain parts of that game are. Overall, I actually enjoyed it, but if I sat Ghost and MW3 side by side, they're both by Infinity Ward, and I have to say MW3 is better, and it was released 2 years before Ghost. Like, that's how many problems Call of Duty Ghost had. Now, I'm definitely not saying MW3 is perfect, because this Call of Duty had death streaks, like Final Stand, like the grenade after you die. Like, when this Call of Duty, like, in its, like, release date, and, like, when they were releasing all information, the developers actually said there was going to be no death streaks. Like, they had taken them out of Call of Duty. Like, that was the biggest lie they ever told. Death streaks weren't too big of a problem, though, to be honest. Like, I played mainly Search and Destroy as soon as I, like, started to, like, learn the game. Like, that's the game mode I found. And you guys know the story. Here I am today, still playing Search and Destroy. Like, it's all I really enjoy playing, but going back and playing some TDM on this game was definitely a bit of fun. Like, I had some fun, like shredding some noobs in TDM is always fun now and then. Now, as you guys would know, Infinity Ward are making the next Call of Duty, the one that made this Call of Duty. There are certain things that Infinite Warfare needs to get right. Like, the studio at Infinity Ward is infamous for making unbalanced ass guns. Like, there are guns in MW3 that are good, but like there's so many that are completely useless. Like, they're just terrible. Like, there's so many guns that don't stand a chance against the MP7, don't stand a chance against the ACR, don't stand a chance against the PP90. But there's certain guns that are just so much better than every other gun, and like guns that are just completely useless. Now, TryHard is amazing. This Black Ops 3, like, every gun is good, every gun is usable, and they're constantly patching and making changes to the game. That's something that Infinity Ward never do as well. Like, MW3 and like Ghost will like never patch, never change. Like, if there's a problem, if the guns were unbalanced, like literally you'd have to wait 6 months for them to change it. Like, it's retarded. Like, Infinity Ward need to lift their game and show us that they're gonna make a goddamn good Call of Duty. At this point in time, there has to be a beta. Like, no questions asked. There's no excuses for not bringing us a beta. They're not releasing multiplayer information until after, like, Black Ops 3 had their beta. So it's looking slim. Like, it has to be like a last-minute beta if there's going to be one. But if there's no beta, the game is probably going to be arse. Like, I can say that as, like, a matter of fact. Like, there's no excuses. Betas improve the sales. So the only reason there won't be a beta is if the game is going to be arse. But right here, we pick up the M.O.A.B. First few games on MW3 and we get a 25 kill streak. Let's fucking go, baby. Just picked up the M.O.A.B. Super hyped up to getting that. Only a few games on and we picked up the M.O.A.B. Like, I'm definitely hyped for that. Like, that's something this game did right. Like, Black Ops 3, you get a 30 kill streak and all you get is a medal. Like, come on, guys. Like, I've got one nuclear gameplay on my channel, but it's not even fun to go for. Like, what's the point of playing Respawn if you can't drop like a nuclear explosion on your enemies? Like, that was so much fun. Going for MW3 MOABs was so much fun. I finally get my first death there. But who the hell cares? I got the M.O.A.B, the mother of all bombs. Like, got it for final kill cam as well. Like, definitely hyped for that. Like, there's some things that Infinity Ward do wrong, but there's some things they do right. And I'm just hoping they get more things right with this Call of Duty, that they've learned from their mistakes. Like, we can only hope. And one of the things I'm hoping for is a goddamn beta. Anyway, that is all for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to smack that like button. And if you're not subscribed, hit that one too. Thanks, guys.